What's the status of Ryan Norton, and with the way Jay Guillermo's played, has he made a push to keep that starting job?
Ryan is better. He just watching him yesterday. He's really improving, getting better. He's still out this week. You know, we're hopeful that BC he'll be back. But you know, with the amount of time that he's been out, and then the performance of Jay, yeah, I mean Jay has you know, regardless of who runs out there and starts or whatever, you know, we'll evaluate that through practice. But you know, Jay's not going anywhere, and hopefully Ryan gets back, and that just makes us better. Ryan Norton is a really good football player, really good player. He's a starter for a reason, not because we just like him. He's a starter because he earned it, and he makes us a better team. So to be able to get him back and to have he and Jay, and both those guys can play guard too, you know, so it just gives us much better depth as we move forward. But I can't say enough good things about Jay and the job that he's done in being ready. There's another guy. He wasn't even at spring practice. You know, and I mean, heck, we weren't really expecting anything. We were just hoping that this kid would kind of, you know, get himself back on the right track and you know, get refocused on and off the field, and he's done that. So really proud of him.
How about the rest of the team, health-wise?
In good shape. In good shape. You know, we had Austin Bryant was the only one that got a little banged up, but he should be. I think we're going to brace him up, and you know, should be able to go this week.
You alluded to it after the game, and you've kind of touched on it a little bit here. But I get the sense now that this is a team that you know what you've got every week.
Well, they're a team that'll show up. I mean, yeah, they won't quit. They'll fight. We haven't been perfect, but they haven't flinched. You know, they've just continued to play. I mean, I'm telling you, that's about as bad as I've seen us play defensively in a long time, that fourth quarter. And we gave it 200-plus yards. And, again, it's not like they were competitive plays. I mean, these are 4-yard completions that go for 40 yards. And we're in an 8-man zone, and we got one guy playing man. I mean, just really mental busts. It's the most mental errors we've had. You know, some very correctable things. But to see us, you know, overcome and just keep fighting and just kind of, all right, let's win this play. You know, that mentality, I think that's great for our football team. That's a great sign. Same thing offensively. We've had some strange circumstances, and to see these guys, you know, battle, run the football, watch what Wayne Gallman has done, to see what we've been able to do in the offensive line at this point after 4 games. I'm proud of our team to see, you know, what we've done in special teams. I mean, we've made some big kicks, we've made some big punts, we've had some big coverage, we've had some huge returns. I mean, nobody, you know, Artavis Scott had 128 yards in kick return the other night. 128. I mean, that's almost a field and a half. I mean, that's a lot of yards, man. And you talk about impacting the game and the field position and all that type of stuff. So I like our team. You know, like I said, we gotta put people away. You know, a double-digit lead in our last 2 games, and you know, we give up the kick return, let a team back in, and then we give up a couple of just really bad big plays on defense, let them back in. You know, so hopefully that's where we can kind of grow up a little bit. But having said that, you know, to be able to win in the fourth quarter like we have this early in the season, I think our our last 11 games that have come down to 7 points or less, close games, we're 10-1, you know, in those games. And I'm talking about against some people now, not sisters of the poor. I mean people, okay? And that's what I like. I like the guts. I like the heart. Guys that'll compete. You know, it's not always going to be perfect, but will you line up and compete, you know, no matter what? And our team has demonstrated that. And I like how they've prepared. They've gotten themselves ready each and every week. So I think after 4 games, that's the one thing that we can kind of hang our hat on is that, hey, these guys are serious about winning. And if we can continue to have that type of mentality, we're going to get better. You know, we're not a national championship team. And guess what? We don't have to be on October the 6th. We just got to be a better team than Georgia Tech this weekend. That's what we need to do. We got to find a way to beat Georgia Tech, and that is our focus, and improve on the mistakes that we've made and build on the positives that we've had, because there's been a ton of them through this first 4 games.
Coach, Andy Teasdall averaged 42 yards a punt in those conditions the other night. What do you think about his play and what he's done so far this year?
Yeah, I think he averaged 43. I think is what he had, 43. But he, I mean, just clutch. I mean, clutch. He's done a great job. I mean, the punt up there at Louisville, we wanted that sucker out of bounds. We wanted no return. You know, he did his job there. You know, in those conditions, to be able to punt the football like that, had a really good returner. That number 9 for them, for Notre Dame, had just taken one to the house against UMass. We knew he was a dangerous kid, and I mean, he did a great job hanging that ball up and not giving him, you know, any opportunities. He had one right there at the end. We were able to make the tackle, but I'm proud of Andy. He's done it, and not just Andy Teasdall. How about Jim Brown? And our entire battery is new. New snapper, new holder. Seth Ryan did a fantastic job. You know, get with his holds. Everything's new. The whole battery: punter, snapper, holder, kicker. And I'm very pleased with what we've been able to do with those guys. But that was a big part of the game. I mean, we flipped the field. He had 2 50-plus yard punts in the game. I think his long was like 54, and we had 4 inside the 20, maybe 5 inside the 20, counting our little our pooch punt with Greg.